Good morning to all. Today we are going to see about module 6 in database management system, that is distributed databases. Okay, under the topic distributed database, we are going to see about distribution transaction model, commit protocols, and what is meant by concurrency control. Okay, so first we are going to see about what is distributed transaction. Distributed means what, ma, in general? Distribution means the data can be shared over the network, and many of them can use the same network or resource at different places at the same time. That is called as distributed. Okay, so a distributed transaction is a set of operations on data that is performed across two or more data repositories, especially databases. Data repository is nothing but the databases only. Okay, so it is a set of operation done on the data that is performed across many databases. Okay, same time many operations are performed on same database. It is called as distributed transaction. It is typically a coordinated across separate nodes connected by network. So how we are distributing data means through the network only, but may also span multiple database on a single server. We can also use multiple database in a single server also. So distributed means the same database can be used by multiple person at the same time. That is called as distributed database. And distributed transaction means performing operation on the database at the same time. Okay, so there are two possible outcomes. First one, all operations are successfully completed. Okay, the one benefit is that all the operation can be successfully completed at the same time, because multiple person working on a single database, and all the operations can be performed successfully completed. Okay, second one, none of the operations are performed at all due to failure somewhere in the system. If there is any fault in system means, then what happens? All the operations will be failed. That is the main drawback. Okay, one thing, there is nothing problem means, then all the operations will be successfully completed. If there is a single mistake or single problem, it is found by any one means, then all the operation performed by multiple persons will be collapsed. Okay, these are the possible outcomes for distributed transaction. So in the later case, if some work was completed prior to the failure, that work will be reserved to ensure no network was done. Okay, if we are finding a fault after completion of the many tasks means, then if we close the network, then that will be in the backup. Okay, it will be saved, and after the failure we can recover it, and then we can so what is that? Transaction, that is the guarantee of the database is correct and accurate. We can say that the database transaction done is accurate and there is no mistake. That is called as consistency. That is correctness of data. What is isolation? Isolation means the transaction integrity is visible to other users and systems, and the ability of many users to access the same data at same time. Okay, many data can be used by multiple person at same time, and it also does not do any mistakes. Okay, if any of the mistake done by one person will not affect the other, that is called as isolation. Next one is durability. What is durability? Durability means the transaction have committed with survive permanently. Okay, the what are the corrections done or what are the transaction happens will be saved permanently and it will not be changed. Okay, that is these four are the basic property of DBMS, ACID property, we say that. Okay, so in distributed transaction we use ACID properties, okay, to ensure the data integrity. This ACID property is most commonly associated with transactions on single database server, but when we go for distributed transaction, this extends that guarantees across multiple databases. Okay, so many of the transactions are done with the help of single database only. But when we go, for example, you take the Google, isn't it? In the Google we are searching, is many of them at a time, lakhs and thousands of people are searching for many data. It can be a same data or different data, but it follow the ACID property, isn't it? That is example for distributed database and distributed transaction. Okay, multiple person uses a single server at the same time. That is called as distributed database and distributed transaction. Next, the operation is known as two-phase commit. Okay, this operation is known as two-phase commit. That is 2PC is a form of distributed transaction. For example, you see XA transactions or transaction using the XA protocol, which is one of the implementation of two-phase commit operations. Okay, so distributed database means the same data can be accessed by multiple people at a multiple same time. Okay, multiple data can be accessed the same time. That is called as distributed transaction. Very good example is Google browser. Okay, many people, lakhs, thousands, millions of people will search for the data in the Google browser, isn't it? At the same time, it can be same data or different data. That is called as distributed databases. You see here, this is the example given, resource 1 and resource 2. These are the servers. We can say it as servers from the application. Application means from the system we are having browser and then we are searching for some information. When we search for information, sometimes what happens, we can get directly from the resource 1, or sometimes we need to go to resource 1 and resource 1 will collect information from resource 2 and then give back to the application. This is the working principle of distributed transaction. Next, how do distributed transaction work? Okay, so distributed transaction have same processing completion requirement as regular database transaction. As normal database transaction, this distributed transaction also have same completion requirements, but they must be managed across multiple resources. Okay, what is difference means they have to manage across the multiple resources, making them more challenging to implement for database developers, because multiple people, many people will access same database or multiple resource at the same time. Okay, that is called as distributed transactions. Okay, next, the multiple resource add more point of failures, such as separate software system that run on the resource. Example, database software. Okay, so multiple resource add more points of failure. The extra hardware servers and network failures, these are comes under the point. Okay, next, this makes distributed transaction susceptible to failures, which is why safeguards must be put in the place to retain the data integrity. Data integrity, to maintain the data integrity, what we have to do means we have to have the safeguard measures. Next, we'll see about the distributed transaction. For distributed transaction to occur, okay, for occurring this distributed transaction managers has to coordinate the resource. Okay, that's either multiple database or multiple nodes of a single database. If there can for a distributed transaction to occur, we can have either multiple database or multiple nodes of single database. So who will manage these things means transaction manager has to coordinate the resources. Next, the transaction manager can be one of the data repository that will be updated as part of the transaction. Okay, the transaction manager will act as a data repository, or it can be a completely independent separate resource that is only responsible for coordination. But the overall control is given to the transaction manager only. Next, the transaction manager decides whether to commit a successful transaction or roll back an unsuccessful transaction. Okay, so the transaction manager only decide for the complete, that is the successful completion of the transaction or rollback for the unsuccessful transaction, the later of which leaves the database unchanged. So what happens if it is successful means then it will be the transaction is complete and it will be updated. If it is unsuccessful means the transaction is not complete and the database will not be changed. There will not be any change in the transaction. Next, why do you need this distributed transaction means when the database used by only small group of people means then there is no need for this distributed transaction. But when it goes for multiple users, then this distributed transaction is very much needed. Okay, so distributed transactions are necessary when you need to quickly update the related data that is spread across multiple databases. Okay, that is for quick update of the data. This distributed transaction is very much needed. Let us see the example. You have multiple systems that track customer information and you need to make a universal update. Okay, we are collecting customer information from multiple systems. Okay, but we need to make a universal update, like updating the mail address across all the records. Then a distributed transaction will ensure that all records get updated because various people working in different systems, okay, collecting the information of customer and then maintaining the information. At that time, if there is any need to update any of the information, then what happens means this distributed transaction will using this distributed transaction we can easily update the informations. And if a failure occurs, the data is reset to its original state. Okay, if there is any failure means what happens, the original data will be given back. Okay, there will not be any change in the original database. It will be reset to the original state and it is up to the originating application to resubmit the transaction. Then again we have to resubmit the transaction and then again we can process the transaction. Okay, that is the purpose of using the distributed transaction. So when and all we should not use or there is no need for this transaction means in some environment distributed transactions are not necessary. Okay, so when and all it is not necessary means we can see here, and instead extra auditing activities are put into place to ensure the data integrity when the speed of the transaction is not an issue. Okay, when many auditing activities are done, or that is many people are involved in the database updation at the time, and also when the speed of the transaction is not an issue. ரொம்ப சீக்கிரமா நம்ம வந்து வேலையை முடிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்ல, மெதுவா முடிச்சா போதும், கொஞ்சம் பேரை வச்சு மெதுவா நம்ம வேலையை முடிச்சா போதும் அப்படிங்கிற சிச்சுவேஷன்ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா there is no need for this distributed transaction. சரியா, நமக்கு வந்து நம்ம வேலை வந்து கரெக்டா முடிக்கணும், சீக்கிரமா முடிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற சிச்சுவேஷன்ல தான் வந்து நம்ம we go for distributed transaction. ஓகே, பட் நமக்கு வந்து வேலை வந்து நடக்கணும் பட் மெதுவா நடந்தா போதும், இந்த டைம்குள்ள முடிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது அப்படிங்கிறது வரும்போது பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா there is no need for this distributed transaction. Next one, the transfer of money across bank is a good example. Okay, this is an example for this. Each bank that participates in the money transfer tracks the status of the transaction, and when the failure is detected, the partial state is corrected. இப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா பேங்க்ல இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா பேங்க்ல வந்து மணி டிரான்சாக்ஷன் பண்றோம் இல்லையா, நம்ம டெபாசிட் பண்றோம், திருப்பி வேணும்னு எடுக்கிறோம், அந்த மாதிரி வந்து மணி டிரான்சாக்ஷன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா நம்ம வந்து ஈச் டிரான்சாக்ஷன் கண்டிப்பா வந்து ரெக்கார்டபிள் இல்லையா? இப்போ ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டே வந்துட்டு இருக்கோம். இப்போ சப்போஸ் ஏதாவது ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து நம்ம ஆன்லைன் டிரான்சாக்ஷன் பண்ணும்போது பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா சம்டைம்ஸ் வந்து அமௌண்ட் டிடெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கும், பட் வந்து அங்க யாருக்கு போய் சேரணுமோ அவங்களுக்கு சேராம போயிருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி டைம் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அதை வந்து பார்ஷியல் ஸ்டேட் அதை வந்து கரெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். திருப்பி வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த அமௌண்ட்டை வந்து அந்த அக்கௌண்ட்டுக்கே வந்து திருப்பி ஒரு 1 வீக் 2 வீக்ஸ்ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நம்ம லெட்டர் கொடுத்து நம்ம திருப்பி வந்து அந்த அந்த அக்கௌண்ட்டுக்கே வந்து அமௌண்ட்டை வந்து திருப்பி வந்துடும் இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி பண்றது தான் வந்து எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபார் transferring of money in the distributed transactions. Okay, this process work well without distributed transaction because the transfer does not have to happen in the real time. இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி வந்து டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்றது பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நம்ம வந்து டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் டிரான்சாக்ஷன் பண்ணணும் அவசியம் கிடையாது. ஓகேவா? சிங்கிளாவே வந்து ஒரு சர்வர்ல வச்சு ஒரு பர்சனுக்கு வந்து டிரான்சாக்ஷன் பண்றதுனால பாத்தீங்கன்னா there is no need for distributed transaction. ஓகேவா? ஸோ வந்து நார்மல் டிரான்சாக்ஷன் நீங்க பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணா போதும். ஸோ டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் டிரான்சாக்ஷன் ஆர் டிபிக்கலி கிரிட்டிக்கல் இன் சிச்சுவேஷன் வேர் த கம்ப்ளீட் அப்டேட் மஸ்ட் பி டன் இமீடியட்லி. ஸோ நமக்கு இது வந்து எங்க நம்ம பண்ணணும்னு பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா எல்லா அப்டேஷனும் வந்து டக்குன்னு ஒரே டைம் பண்ணணுங்கிற சிச்சுவேஷன் வரும்போது மட்டும் தான் வி கோ ஃபார் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட்டட் டிரான்சாக்ஷன். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா நார்மல் டிரான்சாக்ஷனே வந்து போதுமானது.